Moment there, Jake Bugg. Is it man of the moment or boy of the moment? I don't know. That's Lightning Bolt. And before that, I had Aerosmith. Right, all-time low in the building the other day, and I had a chat to them. Here's what they had to say.
Kerrang Radio.
Okay, so it's Alex and Jack from All Time Low. How are you?
Very well.
Do you know what I need to say first, actually? Go Ravens!
Yes!
Woo! I had a Super Bowl party on Sunday night last week. Yeah, around my house. Everyone took Monday off work. Yeah. Everyone took Monday off work, and we had a few beers, sat back and watched them.
Excellent.
Unfortunately, what we did was when everyone came in, they got given face paint, so for one team or the other.
Okay. Right.
Unfortunately, I got given the 49ers.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
Ruined.
Were you the one that pulled the power?
Yeah, that was me.
When the game was getting way too one-sided.
That's it.
You had something to do with it.
I thought I need to get my boys back.
Yep.
That's what I need to do. To be honest, we're just partying so hard that we just thought it was like an extended break in between the quarters.
Second halftime, really.
Have another drink.
We had no idea. Yeah, exactly. Right, guys, you're here today because you're kicking off your UK tour today, aren't you?
Yeah, really excited about it.
You're going to be playing at the O2 in Birmingham tonight. And yeah, what have you got planned?
I don't know. We have the craziest light show I think that we've ever had
in the whole world.
It's going to be pretty epic. I walked in and I was like, it's like a Muse show in here. So that's really cool. The bands are great. You know, we're first time playing with Lower Than Atlantis, so that's going to be awesome. And I don't know, basically, like, this is, what, our fourth time back at this venue?
Maybe more.
Maybe fifth. And so it's just, this is always a great, like, it's a great way to start the tour, because, you know, we've sold this one out a couple times, and again, it's sold out, and we're always guaranteed to have a great time with the crowds here, so.
Do you guys basically tour all year round?
Yes.
Pretty much.
We're going to end up playing the UK, I think, 3 or 4 times this year.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Sure.
I mean, it's great, but it's just like so... I don't think anyone else does that, really.
Yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff to come back for. You know, we're doing... what's it called? The festival?
Slam Dunk Festival.
Yeah, we're headlining Slam Dunk, so that's going to be awesome.
We're going to be opening up for Green Day at the Emirates Stadium.
Nice.
So some pretty wacky stuff. And then I think we're even planning on coming back in the fall. So
I saw you at Reading last year, and you were sporting some very nice T-shirts.
Thank you.
Are you going to be sporting similar sort of things?
We try to look fancy. It's important to, like, when you're playing in front of 60,000 people, you want to get a good message across.
Pro sex. Pro bono.
Hey, pro bono.
The album Don't Panic, that's been around for a few months now, hasn't it? And it's done really, really well. You're getting
so far so good.
Great feedback.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's always like a scary thing, especially because we had parted ways with our label and all that story, and you know, we made that record completely by ourselves on our own dime, and so it was really just, you know, it says a lot when that came out and our fans were almost more responsive to it than the record before that. So yeah, it felt great. It feels great. You know, this is our first time coming over here to play some of the new songs. So actually to play any of the new songs.
Great.
So yeah, it's gonna be cool.
So actually, I want to talk about you partying with your label in a bit. I think firstly, let's have a listen to your latest single, Somewhere in Neverland. All Time Low, Kerrang Radio.
It's a major hit.
That was the latest track from All Time Low, Somewhere in Neverland. Let's talk about the single before we talk about the Interscope stuff and all that.
Yeah.
The single, you talk about being lost boys. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, in a sense. You know, we're away from what we would consider home most of the time. Yeah. We're kind of just a band of brothers, as the Lost Boys are.
Sometimes we kill pirates.
And we do. We've murdered a lot of Somalian pirates. So
good, positive.
Yes. And so also it's one of those things. The song deals with kind of coming to terms with growing up and things like that, and that's sort of a big part of again what we go through on the road, because when you're out here, it's a much different lifestyle to, you know, people that I think are forced to grow up and put on a suit and tie and go to a job and those kinds of things, and you know, so we're sort of always dealing with having to get a little bit older, but not feeling like we have to get that much older. So yeah, we are in our own Neverland, I guess.
I think it is like that, isn't it? Once you hit the age of like 18 or something, you don't really feel like you're any older.
No.
But unfortunately you are.
It gets kind of creepy though, waking up to old Robin Williams every day in a green costume.
Yeah.
He sleeps on our bus.
Is he the tour manager?
Yeah, we can't get rid of him. Very hairy knuckles.
Yeah, he's starting to realize he doesn't look like Peter Pan anymore.
As he tried to fly.
Yeah. Well, he took LSD.
Let's talk about Interscope then. So you signed on to a major label, then you left them. What happened there?
It just wasn't really the right fit for us. You know, when it came down to it, the record had been out for almost a year, a little bit less. And it just, we knew quickly that it wasn't the right place for us. The different mentalities, different approaches to the business. And we just knew that if we stayed there, it was going to poison what we do as a band and what we believe in as a band. So it was pretty amicable when it came down to it. It was just kind of one of those moments where I think both parties said, look, this isn't right. Let's just walk away.
Do you think musically you didn't fit there, or?
Yeah, I think a bit of everything, you know. I think they were looking for a band that would write a radio hit, and once they had that hit that was guaranteed to be a success, based on market testing and things like that, you'd write a bunch of stuff that sounds like that and hope the record goes well. But that's not how we write. That's not how we do our music. We write the records that we want to write and that we feel, and
with little to no label influence.
Yeah, so it was really just, you know, like I said, just not the right matchup.
And it was
square into a circle, you know. Yeah, I mean, I think so. At the end of the day, they knew that we weren't going to fold, and we knew that, you know, they probably wouldn't give us their all if we weren't going to play along. So it just didn't make sense to be there.
And you feel much more comfortable now back on a smaller indie label?
Of course. I mean, Hopeless has always embraced what we've done. They've always been supportive of our approach and the way we do things, and I think we line up with them so much better. So it's just nice to be with a family that wants us to grow naturally.
And what's the plans for the future then? Because you seem to just keep on ploughing albums out all the time.
Well, I think we're going to probably take a little more time between albums this time. The short amount of space between Dirty Work and Don't Panic was kind of out of necessity just to get the ball rolling again. But, you know, I think now that we have this new record out, we can sort of take our time with it and spend a good 2 years touring on it and doing some other things that are, you know, a little more interesting than just putting out 12 songs.
Shoot our highly anticipated porn.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are going to
give me a call
have a threesome with Jack.
If you need another star, maybe.
Done.
Ludacris is filming. I don't know why we hired him. He doesn't know anything about filming, but
great. He's great actor.
We just wanted his name on the front.
Just want advice.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for talking to me today, and best of luck with the rest of the tour.
Yeah.
Luda.